Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna battle down foundations. We're gonna try weird products. I have viral things like this white stick of foundation that seems too good to be true, that transforms into your own skin tone on contact with blending. We have two of them. This one right here from Ikzee. Half the face this one, half the face this one. Now this one has a brush on one side, which is pretty cute. I wanna say I spent $28 on this. This looks terrifying. 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna jump off and we're just gonna do this. Wait, should I prime? I need a little primer. I need just a dabble do you of Tarte just so I can like give a fair assessment. I'm really careful these days to just get this pore filling right around my nose. Okay, let's just go. Whoo! Is it doing anything at all? I feel like it's just going in like a lotion, but the way I saw this online, people were just like striping their face up and then all of a sudden their skin was super flawless and I'm like, oh my God, add to cart, I need this. And I'm actually gonna blame my mom. Mom, you are in trouble for this one because she cannot stop talking about color changing everything. She's actually the one that loves the color changing lipsticks more than anybody I know on the planet. Let me actually, oh wow, that can't be good. This is thick. This one right here, like we're going side by side. This one, the Ikzee foundation, medium spectrum, SPF 50. Oh, that's turning into something. Now, I also want to apologize, you guys. When I saw these, I just literally was like, 250,000 happy customers. This is a viral product. You need this. And I did not investigate thoroughly enough to see that these products are lacking in a elaborate shade range. Now, you do have more room, like wiggle room with how it warms up and adapts to the skin is what I'm thinking. But this is K-Beauty and the shade range is what it is. So I want to throw that out there. If you have a deeper complexion, this is likely not going to be a favorite product for you. And honestly, right now, I don't know if this is a favorite product for me, but let's just see where this goes. The texture is heavy. I don't know that I'm loving how this is feeling. Let's go for more on this side. I have been scammed. Do I look gorgeous or what? This is like not it. It is supposed to change color. Maybe with my fingers? Is that oh my God, what is happening? Wait a hot second. Are we seeing this? I think it's the warmth that changes the color. You know what? This just feels like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. Okay, what happens on the other side if I do the same thing? Kind of. Oh, I feel like I'm really rubbing my skin and I don't want to. Okay, here's the tea. Let me give you the lowdown. Go get yourself some Wet n Wild skin tint for under $7 and thank me later. I'm just gonna say this is a miss. I'm not a fan. Immediate thoughts? It's a no from me. Okay, I would use the Wet n Wild skin tint that I love so much, but my shade is a little too dark right now because she is a winter woman. And I am going to instead go in with Essence, the foundation stick. Let me save you some cash. Raise your hands in the comments if you have tried this foundation out yet. It is so fast, so good. It looks like your skin. It does not look makeup-y. And I want to say it's like $6. And I am using the shade 160. Now what I like, I can kind of go a little bit over where I want some more coverage. And it almost balms into the skin. It does not sit on top and do that overly weird fingerprinty thing. You can layer this up slightly. It's not going to give you full coverage, but you almost get there and it still somehow looks like you are not wearing makeup. Going to prep my eyes in advance with a little Painterly paint pot. And something I've been doing recently, when I wear a more natural finish product or a skin tint, I like taking my concealer, one that matches my skin, more than brightening the under eye, and I take it pretty liberally. This works really well with the Hy-Glam from Natasha Denona. It's so thin and it is pretty coveragey, so I'm able to kind of graze over my problem area, but it somehow blends right into whatever else I am using that day. What I don't do is I don't take this on the forehead. This area I want to keep as makeup minimal as possible so that my lines are not getting all crackly throughout the day. That is something that I am now paying attention to. And let me just finish up the face and I will be right back. One of my favorite tricks with the SP4 right now is to go in this region right here with a highlighter and just get all of this real estate, and it just picks up the light and glosses the lid so perfectly. This brush just wedges right on in and is perfect for the lightest layer of glossing on the lid, and it just looks so nice. I just took the wrong brush. Gosh darn it. Okay, I just took a too deep bronzer on my forehead. Make sure when you are doing bronzers of multiple tones that you do not use the same brush after going into the deeper one. It's okay. It's not that serious. We will survive. This is the most gorgeous baked bronzer from Ulta, the Oh My Glow Baked Bronzer. This is in the shade light to medium, but you can see it is very, very warm. I like using this on the body and on the neck, but I just went back on the face with it. Whoops. We're gonna get to eyes. I have kind of a hokey pokey weird eye thing. We've seen these before. It is a guide that will help you snatch up your liner. This is from Half Magic, and you're said to be able to just, how's this sucker work? I don't know that I want a wing that goes like, so maybe like that. We're gonna find out. They have the Flik eraser so that if you do make a mistake, even using the guide, you can clean it up precisely. I also have the Magic Flik liquid liner. You guys know I love Half Magic. I absolutely love their tubing mascara. This has such a strange applicator, and I wanted to use everything all together. Oh man, this is intimidating. I think we'll go like this. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're a beginner, this might be something of interest to you. I kind of don't like this because I'm getting the like crinkly, wrinkly, weird thing where I like to specifically look straight ahead and it's not really, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you don't need the tool, but that's not to say that this product right here is not great. Let's go ahead and try to fix the situation as best possible. Really, really gorgeous felt tip liner, interesting shape for the tip. And I'm gonna tell you guys the biggest thing that you need to know when you are doing a black, bold line, whether it ends up being a wing or not. The liner knows if you're insecure. So you need to take a deep breath and you need to show the liner that you have confidence. You kind of just gotta go. Like there's no room for shaking hands. You just have to have the confidence and line. Oh my God, I am in a time machine. Okay, this liner dries down really matte. Ah! God, my phone scares the crap out of me. Not what you want to happen when you're doing a wing. I hate it, but I'm gonna work with it. I can work with it. I can put on a bolder lash and maybe today will just be big makeup just because. Let's try the cleaner upper and see if that does anything. I like the liner. I don't love the guide. Oh, smash it. This is great. If you are picky like me and you're like, I don't want any of this little crap business messing up my liner. I want it to be perfection. Oof, that is magic. Half Magic, you did that. That's pretty phenomenal. Let's move on. We do have some interesting lash curlers to test out. We're gonna do a side by side. I ordered two. I have a heated lash curler, and then this looked so interesting. It has a different kind of a silicone, it actually grabs your lashes and pulls it up into the thing. I have been so excited to try this. I will have the brand linked in the description. Okay, so can you see it hugs your lashes into this plastic guy right here? That's a little painful. Did I lose lashes? I lost part of my liner. Gosh darn, no lashes came out. Now this one we're gonna try on the other side is an actual heated lash curler. James thinks this is a horrible idea. He's like, what now? A heated lash curler? He's like, don't you think you're gonna like fry your lashes off? And I'm like, well, we shall find out. You get wipes to remove dirt and oil. This is an electric heated eyelash curler, 2 levels for temperature control, extra large window for your lashes for all eye shapes, long lasting curl. Ooh, it is getting warm. Okay, we've turned it on. The silicone should turn from pink to white. So it's white now. It's ready to go. Pull the eyelashes into clamping area. Press the handle, but there's no handle. What is this madness? Okay, there we go. Okay, this guy on the back, this is terrible. There's not enough room for it to come down. It won't come down. So you literally have to take something and like pull, aggravation. Oh my God. Okay, so you have lost points on that front. This guy right here that is so freaking hard to pull down. Do we see? We do that. It heated up pretty quickly too. So let's just, oh my God. Pray for the best. She's nervous. I don't want to lose my lashes. And this actually does feel pretty hot. It's a little hot and spicy. No lashes fell out. They are very curled. We're gonna see the magic when we put on mascara. That will be the real test. Let me address the liner that I messed up on this side really quick. We're gonna put on some Tube Job from Urban Decay. This is a brown tubing mascara that I am obsessed with. The color, the formula, the hold, all of it. Can you see? I can't. Okay, you know what, you guys? This is phony baloney nonsense. Nobody needs these things. I'm just gonna go ahead and say stick with a classic lash curler. This one felt like it was absolutely going to pull my lashes out. It's a little bit too intense. Sorry to break it to you if you have seen this one online and you're like, wow, that makes sense. This extra little silicone right here is just gonna lift everything up and do such a fantastic job. And then this heated one, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this feels dangerous. Like you could burn your eyelid, irritate your eyelid, you could lose lashes. I'm gonna agree with James. I was being crazy when I ordered this and we don't need these kind of products. If you have hard to curl lashes that are really, really stubborn, that kind of point down, my recommendation is this: curl your lashes, put on a nice smooth coat of tubing mascara, wait for it to completely dry, go back in with your traditional lash curler, make sure you have all the lashes in, you're not pinching anywhere, and give it a couple of quick pulses. Because the polymers are over each individual lash and they're coating the lash evenly, that's what a tubing mascara will do. It will help it to all stay up, kind of like a hair gel. And that would be the trick. We don't need this. We don't need these. Save your cash. I feel so bald with the big bold liner that we have to lash. I need a strip lash. And whenever I do a bolder wing, I don't trim my lashes. That is the hack. You kind of want that excess length to go all the way out and almost cheat up. So I'm not even gonna trim these. I'm gonna use the 423s from Ardell. And suddenly I kind of like the wing. Feeling entirely too glamorous, we are now gonna plump the lips. HyaluPlump lip patch. Step 1, Step 2. HyaluPlump's lips features innovative microneedles infused with potent ingredients like sodium hyaluronate, peptides, niacinamide. This advanced formula deeply hydrates and rejuvenates, providing plumper, smoother lips with a silky texture. Now this says to pop it on your mouth and in 15 seconds, it's gonna do the trick. Gently press on the center of your lips so the microneedles penetrate your lips. Apply a generous amount of the HyaluPlump lip serum over the microneedle patch and massage for 15 seconds. Peel off the lip patch and apply any remaining lip serum. You know, I'm betting you that this is the Spice-A-Roni, like this is what it is, and this is just making us feel like we're doing something. But this is the fun of it. We're gonna try it anyway. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yep, I can feel that. Holy crap, oh my God. Oh no, what's this? I'll probably have to peel off that part first. Okay, try again. Wait, no, are you kidding me? This was the microneedle part. What an epic fail. Guys, I'm a good beauty guru, okay? I mean, well, this is terrible. This is like, let's see if this is the spice kick right in here. This is gonna turn into a do not buy these viral products. Girl, you've been warned. Save your cash. I got it in my mouth. Yuck. It tastes like poison. Gosh darn. No. Ugh. You know what? Go get some Soap and Glory and leave it at that. And also, this is too much work. I was believing this maybe would be an innovative delivery system, but it's just not. So let's throw on a pretty lip and feel better about everything. Charlotte Tilbury and Supersize Me. We'll just supersize the old-fashioned way. Such a pretty color. Love. Lip plumper that I am obsessed with. Lawless in the shade Nudie. I have been wearing this way too much. Like we wanted to hate on things anymore, but I did have this set aside for a good reason. This was yet again another product that I bought that I was like, wow, it's so amazing. You turn this puppy on, it has red light therapy in it, but the red lights are just like two little lights right here that do absolutely nothing. This is TikTok sensation. Like, come on. You see people and they're just like, oh my God, this feels amazing. All of the tension of my entire life has just left my body. And I'm like, add to cart. And I thought this would help the fascia and like tension in my jaw release. This is so plasticky nothing. It has no pressure and I absolutely hate this product. I bought this because I thought the bottle was pretty and I thought it might be a sensory experience. This is PMR Hand Cream Mist. So this is literally a hand cream, but it's a mist. So you can just like not have the greases on your hand. Actually, you know what? We might have a winner in here after all. It smells very herbal, very spa-like. It has a lot of very soothing ingredients. And if you want to moisturize your hand, say you are out in public, you have washed with the dreaded public restroom stripping soap, but you don't want to put on like the gloppy, greasy hand cream. That was the idea. This brand is PRMR, Primera, the hand cream mist. This is an Amora Pacific product. I actually love a lot of their products, so it makes sense that I would enjoy this one. So chic too, right? Can you imagine? You're just like, oh, my little hand cream, my hand cream. I like it. So we found one thing that we enjoy. Technically two, if you count the Half Magic liner that has that really cool, unique shape. The formula is great. The eraser actually would be 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and say you don't need this. And you don't need a lot of the rest of what we have going on here. No, absolute no, no. Also no. If you need a guide, this is not a bad one. Like upon further inspection, I was able to get a really nice wing. I'm just more comfortable not using a guide, but I had it, I tried it. It is what it is. Half Magic, you are not a part of the viral products that should be canceled because I think the rest of these should be canceled. I think they're pretty terrible. Exception of this one also, but also canceled. No. What an interesting video. I did not think that we would have the twists and turns that we did, but everything said and done, I do enjoy my makeup. I will have everything listed in the description box below for you guys. Check it out. And thank you for spending time with me. If you enjoyed the video, as always, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me those comments. Go have a great day, whatever you are doing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.